In this video, Kevin and I are going to be talking about our favorite foods, of course, from the month of January. These are the things that we really, really loved or we really, really hated. So we always give the things that we hated the first. And there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 things, because these I consider one thing. These are the Yum Earth gummy bears and the organic sour twist. I feel so sorry for kids that have to eat these, that like their parent buys these for them and that's their only choice, because why would you even want to eat it if it's this bad? I mean, it was not good at all. It was very expensive. I see this brand sold everywhere now. And yeah, I just feel really sorry. Or if you got that in your Halloween pail, I would just toss it right in the garbage. I wouldn't even worry about eating it, because I promise you it's that bad. If you've had regular, real candy at all, you would not ever want this. This is just, it's not good. So I think this is for people who have never had regular candy. They don't know what they're missing. Those were terrible.
This is the Mozart piano bar filled chocolates, and yeah.
Kevin hated that. Well, we said it was a weird combination of the pistachio and the hazelnut and that marzipan. Yeah. It just didn't go together. The pistachio and the hazelnut.
Whoever mixed those together didn't think that.
No, they did not go together at all. And then we have this Quest bar. We tried 3 Quest bars in one video. This is the caramel chocolate chunk. I absolutely hated this. Now, this was the one out of the 3 that Kevin liked this one the most. Yeah. But he still wouldn't buy it again.
I said I did. Out of all of them, that was the best one out of the bunch.
Out of the bunch.
I wouldn't buy any of them.
It tasted like, it was a very, very bitter to me, and normally I'm not sensitive to bitter things. Normally that's Kevin. So for me, this was incredibly bitter and off-putting, and I would never get that again.
This one is the icy squeeze candy, and you wouldn't think squeeze candy would be bad, but
it was so incredibly tart.
Yeah.
Go ahead, squirt some in your mouth to remind yourself.
No, thank you.
You need a reminder. We said in that video that should be the new YouTube challenge, putting that whole bottle in your mouth, because it is that tart. You would have to pay me to do that. If you want to pay me, I will do it, but otherwise I'm not doing it. And then we have this Cliff Whole Lotta Bar salted dark chocolate. We reviewed 4 of these, and this one in particular was just had a very sharp, bitter flavor. It was not good. Now there was a cherry one in there that we really liked.
Yeah. But the theme here lately has been bitter stuff.
Bitter, and I don't know why.
Bitter,
that's just the way it
really
is.
Sour.
But you know, in this video we're showing you the things we love and things we hate. There's a ton of stuff that we were head over heels about that's not in this video too. So don't think all we do is complain, because that is not the case at all. But I'm gonna put something in the video under my hate, but it's not because I hated the flavor. So there's an exception. I'm making an exception to that rule. And that's these new Mickey Mouse. These are the cookies and cream bars. And the reason I'm putting these in the video is because they're not bad, but they're not very good either at all.
They're very average.
They're very,
very average.
Very mediocre, very mediocre. And the reason I'm putting them in the dislike pile is because I dislike it that the company put Mickey Mouse on here to try to tug at your heartstrings. They know America loves Disney and we love Mickey Mouse, and we want to buy them for our kids just because they have Mickey Mouse on them. And so I'm putting them in the dislike pile because they put Mickey Mouse on a very, very mediocre product, and I just don't appreciate that. And I really want to get the point across to you as the consumer. Don't buy these. You need to skip these. There are far better cookies and cream bars out there. Skip them. They are not worth your money. So Now we're gonna get light in the mood and go to things that we really, really liked. And I'm gonna go first because I just talked about Mickey Mouse and Disney. Sarah sent us 2 incredible treats, and there's no packaging because Sarah lives in California.
You buy them like out of a bakery almost.
Yeah, it's like a booth or something, a kiosk at Disneyland. And so she sent us a coconut cream patty, and she sent us a churro toffee, and
They were both excellent.
They were both exceptional.
They were
Exceptional. Which I finished one and you finished the other. It seems like mine was... I think I finished the churro toffee, maybe. I don't remember. I know that right after that video was over, it was gone. I took it in the bedroom and ate it in front of the computer, and it was gone. And Kevin walked in and I said, "Oh, did you eat yours?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm going to save mine for after dinner." And I thought, well, way to go and make me feel bad, because mine was gone in no time. But these were both.
Put it off, you know.
I couldn't put it off. That's just me. I'm gluttonous. Really, I am. And these were so incredible that if you can get these at, I don't know if you can get them in Florida. I believe somebody told me you could. You need to try them both. They're both worth whatever they're asking. They're worth it.
Okay, I'm going to give you one of these.
I've got one of those too. I've got my favorite. Well, that's a different Palmer. Oh, that's a different brand.
That's a different Palmer.
That's a different Palmer.
These were Palmer chocolates, and these were the fudge hearts and the cookies and cream hearts.
And I have the white peanut butter.
They were all really good, actually. Was there one that maybe wasn't so good? I don't remember, but we bought a whole bunch of the hearts.
No, they were all good. It was just that one was plainer.
Yeah, and they were all good. They were all really good, and we bought them at the Dollar Tree. So I mean, if you want some Halloween, if you want some Valentine candy to try out,
too late now.
Fairly cheap.
Yeah.
Then
wonder if they have like little rabbit shaped or egg shaped.
They have Easter stuff. I know. I'm sure Palmer has stuff. I just don't know how much chocolate they have.
If you missed them for Valentine's, then go to the Dollar Tree and see if they have them for Easter. I'm assuming they would be egg shaped or rabbit shaped. I promise you, these white peanut butter.
They were good.
I am a Reese's white peanut butter fanatic. These really, really would remind you of Reese's for $1. You get a whole bag. You will be so impressed if you just try them. Very impressed. Now you show your other Palmer one. That's a different brand.
A different Palmer. This one's the Palmer candy. This one's the Valentine drizzled caramel corn. So it was actually caramel corn with a like a white chocolate like drizzle. It was excellent.
It was so
very good popcorn.
Over the top sweet.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like sweet on a level 10.
Teeth hurt. Sweet.
Yes, but it was delicious, and that was cheap too. We bought that at Dollar General.
Yeah,
and it was very cheap. I don't remember how much it was, but it was cheap. Since we're on the subject of white chocolate, these I just had 2 of these after lunch. I can't stay out of them. They're not going to last long, so if you want any, you better be getting them. They are the white chocolate caramel Ghirardelli squares. Phenomenal.
They were
phenomenal.
Very,
they are delicious. I would like them to make this in because I'm eating 2 or 3 at a time anyway. So they may as well go ahead and put them in a big candy bar, a thick bar. They're just phenomenal. And we found them at Target. I don't know if they're going to be available everywhere or just at Target right now. But these 5 out of 5 solid. They're awesome. Love them.
I'm going to try. We're going to do this one. This one is a Mr. Kipling, which I usually don't do Mr. Kipling. But we both like these anyway.
But he's doing this one because you are the one that finished it.
Yeah, they were very, very good. These are the Irish Cream Fancies. They're almost like little pedophores. And they have a little dollop of the Irish cream on the top, and they're covered with like a frosting or an icing. They were just really, really good. One of the better fancy cakes that I like from them.
Yeah, you don't, normally, I don't know if any of our favorite videos, if Kevin has showed you a Mr. Kipling box. That's always been me.
Yeah.
But that
one, I think they're good, but I'm not over the moon like she is.
Right. That one, he finished that box.
Yeah, it was very, very good.
Not me.
Yeah,
So
I would eat like one a day.
So that is different. This is from the United Kingdom. This is the Cadbury Orange Twirl. We both like this.
That was good.
It just had a very good orange chocolate combination. It was a delicious candy bar, and the texture of these twirls is amazing. And somebody commented, it's funny, somebody that lived in the UK told me, I'm having trouble finding that. I've looked all over. So I'm very thrilled that we had the opportunity to try it. Very grateful for that.
Go ahead and do so. I only have a few more over.
I want to show you this too. This is a banana nut muffin from Prairie City Bakery. It was just a delicious banana. You can tell I just shoved it in there. The mixture of the banana and the nut, it was all perfection. It was very, very fresh. It was moist. It was like they had just made it. It was absolutely delicious. Good. And we found that at Walgreens. Then I can show you, we're on the sweet kick.
You might as well.
These are Kit Kats raspberry and cream. Now, I did hear from some of you that, well, one person in particular I remember told me that he did not care for these at all. He just did not like them. But now I did. So it's one of those things where...
I don't think I would necessarily like them that much.
Right. But I was crazy about them. So it's just they hit me in a different way that, you know, they didn't hit some of you. But I really liked the raspberry and cream combination. I thought they were very good. So it's one of those things where you just have to buy a bag and know.
Unfortunately, I buy a bag.
Yeah, and know that they're individually wrapped. And if you don't like them, give them away. You've always got friends, family, co-workers. There's always somebody. Stick them in the mailbox and say, here, mail person, take these. You know, there's always somebody that you could give it away to. So you could do that.
Go ahead.
Then I have... these are the French crepe wafer cookies from Trader Joe's. During the review, I remember thinking you wouldn't be able to eat those plain, or you wouldn't want to eat those plain.
We said they'd go good with ice cream.
They'd go good with ice cream. After the review was over, however, I commenced eating about 5 of them, one right after another. Plain, yes. And I thought, my goodness, I have to put those in favorites and tell people, oh yes, you can eat those plain, and they are very, very, very delicious. They're wonderful, flaky.
Yeah, the textures were really good.
Yeah, really, really pleasing.
And then
this one.
Yeah.
This is a good bee bar with probiotics. It is a granola and yogurt bar, and Kevin and I actually both
very, very good.
Love these.
All of them were really good.
They were all
just
delicious.
The best one.
They had vanilla, strawberry, and blueberry, and I'm actually the one that finished them off. We put them all in a little Ziploc snack bag in the refrigerator, because you find them in the refrigerated section of the grocery store. We found them at Meijer over
near the cheese and stuff was.
Yeah, so they're not back where the yogurt is. They were with the cheese, so they're in boxes, so you just have to look for them. But I'm the one that ended up finishing all of these off, although Kevin loved them.
They were very good.
They're absolutely delicious, and they're not that expensive, and they're very filling.
Had a good blueberry flavor. You get that little bit of yogurt.
They have a good texture. They have the crunch going on. Really, really terrific bars. I would get those again. Absolutely. And 220 calories, but very, very filling.
This is a Philadelphia cream cheese dip. This one is the jalapeno and cheddar. I actually got this, and we did the buffalo flavor too. The buffalo was really good, and actually when I did the video, I actually think I said I liked the buffalo better.
I think you did too.
But then I ended up actually eating both tubs of this. And with crackers, with Ritz crackers. It was all me.
Just him. Because I know I'm uncontrollable when it comes to
stuff like that. I am too, though.
That.
I get a certain amount of crackers, and I put as much of this as I possibly can on each cracker. That's my deal.
So like 3 tablespoons per cracker.
Oh, yeah, probably. But I ended up liking the jalapeno better than I actually like the buffalo. I still like the buffalo, but what I really liked about the jalapeno, it had a spice to it, but it also had just a really deep, rich flavor. It was just really, really good. So if you see these in your area, we got them at Walmart. Matter of fact, they still had them at a display case at our Walmart.
And did they only have those 2 flavors? Because I'm thinking
only the 2. Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking somebody else mentioned a different flavor to me, but
only
I
2
don't remember what it was.
I'm sure it's worth getting because those 2 are really good, and they have like chunks of stuff in it. It's not like a smooth, creamy dip where it's all just smooth. This actually had chunks of cheese and jalapeno, and the buffalo had actually pieces of celery and stuff in it. So that's excellent if you can get it.
This is a drink. We don't often have drinks in these videos. We've just really gotten into reviewing a lot of drinks. This is Fitzs root beer, and this is Fitzs Bottling Company in St. Louis,
and that's,
Missouri.
Out of all the root beers we've had, I still think that's one of my favorite ones.
I do too.
I think we had one recently that was pretty good, but that was like still the best.
Yeah, I still like this one the best. It was creamy, but there wasn't any harshness to it, and
smooth, very smooth.
It was so good.
Yeah,
very, very
overall
good quality.
Really good.
Yeah, if we run across more of the Fitzs, I'm sure we'll give them a try because it was just absolutely delicious. So if you can get that near you, if you haven't tried their root beer, you need to try that.
On the drink kick, this one is the Venom energy drinks. This one is the citrus. The citrus one was our favorite, although all of them were pretty decent.
Citrus, all of the low calorie.
All the low calories were good. It's definitely worth trying out the citrus one because it had a really, really good flavor.
Well, and we like the low calorie ones more than the regular ones. Yeah, the regular ones, it's like they just, I don't know. The low calorie ones were very, very sweet, and they were all very good.
Yeah, they had good, strong flavors. Yeah, but this was the favorite. This is our favorite.
This is
not that we drink energy drinks all the time, but that was
but that was good. This is Benton's chocolate dipped cookies. This is a trio. I don't know if this is out all the time or if it was just out at Christmas, and I think we didn't try it till after Christmas. This has peanut butter and dark chocolate drizzle, milk chocolate and dark chocolate drizzle, and dark chocolate and caramel drizzle with sea salt. The whole box is good. They should offer these all the time if they don't.
Yeah, everyone in there was good.
Yes, they are delicious sandwich cookies. They're thick.
They're like Oreos that have been dipped in stuff.
Yes, they have a huge, not huge, they have a very thick outer layer of chocolate on all of them. They were very generous with the chocolate, and the flavor is incredible. And if if you're buying it at Aldi's, you're not paying a lot for it either. So if they are only available at Christmas, you need to put that in the back of your mind that you're going to get them this year because they're good.
I have these the Route 11 chips. This one is the dill pickle. You wouldn't think a dill pickle chip would be in our favorites, but it was just really good. It tasted like you were eating pickles. It was perfect. And it wasn't so overpoweringly strong to where it was like, ugh, that's really strong. These were just a really good balance of pickle and vinegar and the dill and all that stuff. These were just, and salty. And we found those at World Market. Yeah, they were really good. You are going to pay a little more at World Market, unfortunately, but it's still really good. I think they had that brand at Jungle Jim's. Yeah, as well. I think they did too. And we had already had those, so we didn't have to look at them. These are the New York style Bagel Crisps. These are roasted garlic. I actually am the one that finished this bag. But they were really good. They're excellent. We both like them, but I didn't put anything on them. These are good. They show on the back of the bag where you can put things on them, like for appetizers and things like that. And they probably would make excellent appetizers. They would, or if you were making like a casserole or a lasagna, you could crumble them up and put them on the top. We used to break them up a little bit and put them in Chex Mix. Chex Mix, they're perfect for Chex Mix. They have so much flavor. Somebody in the comments said they're just too hard for me. I understand that. They are kind of hard. They are hard. It's not something that I would eat all the time, but I really enjoyed this. They were very buttery and garlicky all at the same time and delicious. They are hard though, because they almost remind you of like a Melba chip or Melba bread or something. Yeah. Like a toddler. Like for a toddler. It's really hard. These I did not review this month. We have reviewed them in the past, but I bought them in a grocery haul this month, and sometimes I put things in here that we've just enjoyed, even if we didn't review it. We've enjoyed it, so I want you to know. These are the Carolina Kettle cooked potato chips. These are the Cozumel jalapeno queso, and we bought these at Tuesday morning, and I'm the one that ate the whole bag.
I
But they're
think,
good.
Yes, Kevin likes them too. We have reviewed them in the past. If you want to see it, I know we did other chips in that video too from Carolina Kettle. But they're just all around very good potato chips. And I have not seen these anywhere else except Tuesday Morning. So I don't know where they're regularly sold. So,
I'll just give you one.
oh yes.
These are the Screaming Sicilian Pizza Company, the Zabriskie brand or flavors or whatever.
Yeah.
This one is the pepperoni one.
And this is the hot Italian sausage and pepperoni pizza.
They have 4 different flavors, and these were our favorite 2.
They're made with beer.
4.
That's why they're called Zabriskie, because they're all made with beer in the crust. They have beer in the cheese.
Yeah, these both had cheese sauce. There was one that had barbecue sauce,
Right.
As a sauce.
So we did 4 videos. We had a Philly cheesesteak and a barbecue with meatball. And
they were good. They just weren't top 2.
But these are the top 2.
Yeah, we would buy these all the time.
Yes, yes. I can't wait until they come to Kentucky because I know they will. I know they'll expand their territory. We just have to be patient because we only had room in the bags to get so much home from Ohio, and you never know what you're going to really like. So these are just 2 things that we really enjoy.
They're very good. Okay, I do a lunchtime review. It's one of my other channels. I do it by myself. So I eat out once a week, and then I eat a regular meal, usually a frozen meal or a refrigerated meal of some kind for lunch the other 4 days. So this is one of my top ones for this month, and it was actually my only one for this month. It's the Boston Market, which I like most of the Boston Market meals. This one is the slow cooked beef bowl with seasoned red potatoes. And I think I give it a 5?
4.5.
4.5. I gave it a 4.5, which is still good. But the meat was like roast. I mean, literally like a roast you make at home. And it had just really good vegetables in there. The vegetables were all really good. If you watched my lunchtime reviews, you know I'm picky about the vegetables. Because sometimes they're just blanched and they're very green and crunchy and hard, and I don't really like those. I'd rather have a smushy vegetable.
Other people say that if all the color's gone, then you've boiled out all the nutrients.
That's why I like it.
But Kevin doesn't care if they have any nutrients.
And a carrot can be boiled until it disappears.
Kevin doesn't like cooked carrots at all.
I like cooked carrots. I don't mind cooked carrots, but I hate raw carrots.
So you can comment things like that. But Kevin doesn't care.
I don't care. I'm not eating them for nutrients.
He just wants a good lunch. Life is short.
That's right.
Enjoy it.
Do I look like I care about nutrients? I got enough nutrients in my body to keep me alive for the next 20 years.
All these preservatives from these foods.
If I die tomorrow, I'll still be walking around a year from now.
Okay, so once a week, Kevin goes out to eat, and January had 5 Thursdays. So we have 5 meals, and I like to do this at the very end. I just like to ask him what was his favorite place he ate out again, and where would he go? You know, which would he pick, and maybe which one would he not pick if he has a least favorite. So
sometimes I don't remember.
On the 2nd, you ate at Red Lobster. You had the farm-raised catfish, but it was a meal. You had other things with it too. That's the one where you had the coleslaw.
Yeah, I remember that. It was really good.
And then I think you added your tartar sauce to the coleslaw.
No,
you added something.
Added something, yeah.
Yeah, you did. You didn't. You ate it with some.
That's right. I added my tartar sauce to it because I said the coleslaw was very, very bland.
Yeah.
And I added the tartar sauce to it, and it was like excellent.
Yeah, you loved it.
It was like this should be all the time.
Yeah, tartar sauce.
You're right.
Yeah. And then the 9th, you had the Arby's fish and cheddar. But you also had that macaroni and cheese.
That macaroni and cheese was a joke.
And it reminded us of...
it's like cafeteria food.
Yeah, but what was that restaurant? Morrison's Cafeteria.
Yeah, I don't know if Morrison's was a big thing, but it was in Lexington.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a chain or...
It's hospital macaroni and cheese, high school macaroni and cheese, any kind of cafeteria you can imagine where it tastes gritty and grainy and nasty, that was it.
I didn't try it. Yeah. But when he was describing it, I knew immediately. I thought Morrison's.
It even smelled like it.
And Morrison's Morrison's had a certain smell when you would walk in there. It smelled like hospital food. It just did not.
Well, that's what that macaroni and cheese smelled like. That macaroni and cheese smelled like a cafeteria. But the fish sandwich was actually pretty decent.
And you also got the Andy's mint shake, and you love that.
That was wonderful.
Yeah.
Of course, it's ice cream. How can you go wrong? Well, I guess you could go wrong, but most of the time they don't.
Then on the 16th, you had Domino's Italian sandwich, and you had barbecue bacon bites. Then on the 23rd, you had Popeye's chicken and spicy mayo, and you had a piece of cheesecake.
Yeah,
that was a joke. I think they had to prepare the cheesecake.
I swear they had to roll that sucker by hand.
And then on the 30th, you had Joella's hot chicken.
Yeah, which was a chicken sandwich with pimento cheese on it.
And it was very messy.
Oh, it was so messy. And you know what? They had to have taken a whole ice cream scoop of pimento cheese and put it on top of there. Because it was running out the side, it was dripping out of the bottom. I mean, it was just
clearly
everywhere.
They're not eating it in their car.
Yeah. Well, if you were sitting in the restaurant, maybe you could cut it in half and manage it a little bit better.
You still have to hold it
there. Out of the bunch, wow.
Which is your least favorite? Like I know you would never get the Arby's macaroni and cheese.
I would never get the macaroni and cheese. As far as a meal goes, though, that's really hard.
Because I think you like.
Because I like pretty much everything. There's nothing there that I wouldn't get,
except for the macaroni.
The Joella's hot chicken, though, I would not get the pimento version of that.
Right.
I like the chicken. The chicken itself and the bread and everything was really good, but I wouldn't get the pimento version because the pimento really just didn't add anything to it. I thought it would have, pimento cheese has kind of like a little bit of a pickly kind of flavor. It's got the pickled pimentos, the vinegar, and kind of. I thought it would add that flavor to it, like it did at the A&W place, which was awesome. Like one of the best sandwiches I've ever had. The pimento cheese Papa burger.
You'll forever remember that burger.
And it was a limited time. They don't have it anymore. That was like the best. So see, that added a lot of flavor. In this case, it really didn't. It just added mess. So I would probably get either the chicken fingers or tenders or just a regular chicken sandwich if I were to get something there again. So I didn't have any problems with the restaurant's chicken. I just had a problem with that particular version of it. So that would be if I had to say the least favorite, that would be my least one of the bunch here, only because of the pimentos.
And what would you eat over and over again?
I'm telling you what, that Domino's was probably my favorite. The Popeyes, I have to also put the Popeyes kind of low too, because it was okay. It wasn't any better or worse than Chick-fil-A's. I actually kind of like Chick-fil-A's chicken better. But I like the Popeyes breading, the texture better. So it was basically about the same. So I know people are going to ask about it, and that's why I'm saying it was basically the same.
But I've not had the Popeyes chicken, but if I can just speak from experience about like Culver's crispy chicken sandwich, it is delicious. So if you've gone to Culver's and you always order a cheeseburger or something like that, you should try their crispy chicken sandwich.
Their crispy chicken is different though.
It's very good.
I don't like it. Because it's that bread, it's that cornmeal-y breading stuff.
That's the tenders.
Okay,
I'm not talking about the tenders. I'm talking about the crispy chicken sandwich. It's like a
different.
regular.
Okay, yeah, I don't know if I've ever had that then. That strawberry shortcake pie was a joke, so don't even get that. It was nothing. But no, probably what I would get over and over again would probably be the Domino's, and it would be either one of those things.
The Italian
sandwich was excellent, had tons of flavor. It was really good. I still think they should have put a little bit of dressing on there, but that's my only complaint. But that barbecue bacon bites, that was so good.
I think people don't think about Domino's necessarily and think about them having other things like that. But
they had all kinds of chicken stuff. That was just the one I picked.
If you haven't watched that video, you should watch it because it looked absolutely.
It was like
amazing.
they've taken these little round chicken nuggets and stuck it in a pan and then put bacon and then cheese and barbecue sauce, and then they baked it, and so you get this crispy layer of cheese around the edges. It was just. I brought them home. You saw what they looked like.
Yeah, you don't have to get barbecue either. They had different flavors.
They had buffalo, and they had some other ones
so
too.
It's well worth going to their website and look at to see what.
So that would be my number one. But I also like the fish sandwich from Arby's. I think it was okay. Which one was the one that reminded me of Long John Silver's? Was that the Arby's one?
I thought you said the Arby's fish and cheddar I thought you told me that if I were to eat it, it would remind me of McDonald's.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
So it was good, but it was just like a McDonald's fish fillet. That's what it was.
But that's what I used to order all the time was the fillet of fish.
Yeah. But the Red Lobster catfish was really good too.
So you had a good month pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much everything there was good except... Again, the Arby's was just like a regular sandwich, and then the Popeyes was just okay, and then the messy sandwich with pimentos.
Right.
Well, I tell you what I was hoping. I was hoping they would have a good layer of pimentos on top, pimento cheese on top of the chicken, and it would really get good and melty, and almost make like a melted cheese with that flavor of the pimentos. And it just wasn't that way.
You said it was like they took it cold.
It was cold. It was
stone,
cold on my plate.
Stone cold, and put it on top of the burger, and it hadn't melted at all.
No, and I understand if you got to keep it cold to keep it in the refrigerator. I understand that, but I don't know if maybe the chicken wasn't hot enough to get it really melted, or if it was so much. Like I said, it was a freaking ice cream scoop. It was so much, it just never got up to where it heated it up.
Right.
Whereas the A&W one, which I'll mention again, it was a burger, but they had just like a couple spoonfuls of the pimento cheese on there, and it got melty.
They just knew how to do it better.
And it just worked better.
Yeah.
And it got melty, and you had that flavor, and it wasn't running everywhere.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
Anyway, I'm sure my experience is different than other people's, but
well, you'll order something different. You said next time you go.
if I were to get there, I'd probably get their chicken tenders because that sounded really good.
Right.
And their fries. Oh my gosh, their fries.
He came home
phenomenal.
raving about those fries. He said that they are wonderful.
I would go out of my way to go get their French fries.
Well, then we'll have to. We'll have to get.
We'll have to go
I'd like
get
to
you
try
some
them.
fries because
Yeah.
they're spicy and crispy and teeny tiny little skinny things.
See, for me, the teeny tiny little skinny fries, that just means I have to work harder. Because I have to get like...
Yeah, but I grab handfuls of them.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I have to get like a ton of them and just to get...
You get 3 or 4 of them and just shove them in your mouth. It's good. But they were good and salty, peppery.
Because there's some... Oh, I know. Smash Burger used to have those kinds.
They get skinny fries too.
Smash Burger, they don't have one here anymore, in Lexington anymore, but they used to. And I love Smash Burger. But you would have to get like a handful of those fries just to get the good flavor going. Yep. And that's what that sounds like. But I would still be willing to try them.
You would like them.
Well, that is it for January. So, if you didn't, we make this video because if you didn't watch every single review, and you know, you don't have time for that, I understand, then you can kind of get caught up with at least the best and the worst from the month. So hopefully you find this helpful, and thanks for watching.